Well, hi everybody, and thank you very much for hosting me here in Bangladesh. We had a wonderful 2 days. So before we start, just want to thank my hosts as well. Nazmul and the team been wonderful. We've had a very productive period of time. I've seen a lot, and it's been very useful for me. So quite a lot for me to take back to the ICC. I'm sorry, answered your question though, or specifically your question. I think COVID, there are some benefits, I guess, for cricket. One of them was the chance to use umpires at home. So it's given home umpires some exposure to international cricket that they otherwise wouldn't have had. And I think that's good. It's spread the base a little bit wider. I think if you look at the stats, you'll see that they're pretty much there or thereabouts in terms of their performances compared to what we've had with the neutral umpires. But we're out the other side of COVID, so we're reintroducing the neutral umpire arrangement, and that was decided at the last board meeting that we had of a few weeks ago. So yes, you'll see neutral umpires back up and running again. I can't give you a date. It's an operational issue. I'm on the other side of the fence, but yeah, soon. You have to ask Nazmul, but no, he's doing a great job for Bangladesh cricket, and he's a really big contributor to the ICC as well. So one of the most senior directors at the moment. So experience counts for a lot. He's able to give a lot of wise counsel both to the board and to newer directors. Always very happy to help out whenever he's asked. So I think that you can rest assured that he is a great representative for your country and for your cricket board. He's overseen a lot of progress for Bangladesh cricket, and long may it continue. So I really enjoy having him on the board. As I say, he's been a great contributor. I hope that answers your question, does it? Is that the answer you wanted? I think there were 2 questions there. So answering the first one, I think if I heard you correctly, I think now that we're in the second cycle of the World Test Championship, we would look back and say that the first iteration or the first cycle was very successful. What it did and what we intended to do at the ICC was to give Test cricket more relevance, give it some context, and try and maintain and drive interest in it. And I think that if you look at those as the measures, then it was really successful. What it does mean, and if you look at the game out here, every country has a chance to get through to the Test final. And if you look at New Zealand, we certainly did that against the odds. We had some luck along the way. There were a couple of teams that Australia didn't tour South Africa as an example. So some things happen. You never know what's going to happen. So that context and that relevance is important for all of the participants in the World Test Championship. And what it also does is it ensures that member countries all fulfil commitments to other member countries to play Test cricket. Test cricket is still a really important part of the cricketing landscape. I know that T20 profile-wise is perhaps starting to overshadow it, but it doesn't mean to say that Test cricket is not a hugely important part of the cricketing landscape, and the Test Championship is very much a part of the strategy to ensure that we maintain, as I say, context and relevance in Test cricket and give all member countries the opportunity to play it. I've forgotten what your second question was.
Thank you so much. Now we are going for the next question. It's from Mr. Bashundhara, NTV.
Okay, well, in answer to your first question, no. The games have all been allocated to India. It's an important part of our broadcast cycle. It's actually the last tournament in this current broadcast cycle. So that tournament will be played next year in India. So there won't be a reallocation of any of the matches to any other countries. But in answer to your second question, yes, absolutely there will be games and tournaments allocated to Bangladesh. And in fact, I think in 2031 you're already one of the hosts for the men's World Cup. We haven't allocated women's World Cup matches yet, but I know that there's been an expression of interest, and of course there are under-19 events. And I think the thing to remember is that the ICC actually has more events now than it's ever had before across men's and women's cricket. So there is a large scope, and from our point of view, the strategy is to spread the game and the opportunities as widely as we possibly can. So Bangladesh, who, I mean, you've been, as I say, a big contributor to the game. You've got really good facilities here. The passion for the game is probably unparalleled across most member countries. So yes, absolutely, there is a lot of opportunity for Bangladesh to participate in ICC events in the years through the next cycle. If I heard you correctly, you're asking whether, with the number of players playing domestic T20 cricket. Well, the T20 competitions are domestic competitions, and the movement of players through those is an issue for the members. It's not an ICC issue. We don't have an arrangement with the players. So I would just leave that question for the member boards to answer. There is obviously a Future Tours program being put together at the moment, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to accommodate everything that's necessary in there, but it's not an issue for the ICC, no. Well, the first thing I'd say is that none of the ICC achievements are my achievements. It's a team effort, so we've got a good board that have helped to hopefully make some good decisions. But you know, the strategy is quite clear. We do want to grow the game, and we want to grow the game across a number of countries. So I think I partly answered the question earlier on when I said that the intention is to get as many countries able to be involved in the hosting of events. It helps and grow the game within those countries, and it helps showcase the game in those countries, as well as giving opportunity to fans, players and partners within the region. So the US is actually a co-hosted event. The West Indies obviously will have probably the lion's share of the games, but absolutely USA will probably have a significant number. And yeah, I'm really pleased that the USA, along with a number of other countries, will get to host events through the coming cycle. As I said, it's part of the strategy, and if we can get the game spread across the globe, then that's great for cricket.
For more updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Don't forget to like, comment and share. Visit TSports.com.